Hmm? Hi. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time. Today is a chatting stream. I'm so sorry. It's just been a while that I kind of stream. I have no idea. I don't know what I should do right now. Anyway, hi. Today, what are we going to talk about? Let me see. It's okay, I'll find a topic. Thank you for the follow, just by the way. It's alright. I'll find some topic here and there. One day. Welcome. It's been a while since I able to join. It's been quite a while I stream at this time as well, actually, if you think about that. So it's absolutely not your fault about it. It's just probably my problem as well. So yeah. I hope your day was going quite well for yourself. I'll be very honest with you. My social battery is kind of dead at this point. So yeah. Been busy and being fried because of the heat. I thought you stay indoor most of the time, no? That's the reason why I stay indoor most of the time. I think let me be really that is really fluffy. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I've been working out all the time actually. Think about that. Let me think about that. No. How about you don't have AC so you're dying from heat? I think everywhere right now it's in summer temperature is quite hot. Even in from what I know, even in like UK and Europe countries, most of them is also fighting from the heat. It's very bad. Anyway, I've been quite productive this week. The only thing that I think you can do is to first drink a lot of water before, to get away from the heat itself. Second of all, it's very important for you to, cool some, get some ice. If you're gonna get some ice, and if you have a fan, you just blow the ice. It somehow, in a way, would turn into some kind of cooler fan for you. Used to do that. Kind of works for a bit until it was too much. Also, turning into almonds at this heat. I know, right? I know. It's okay. You might want to get out from the house. Get out to places that you can just stay at there for quite amount of time. Maybe. So let me kind of catch you up of what I've been done for this week, because I don't think that I stream at all besides Monday. I've been going out. Yes. And then I've been in a way meeting some relative here and there. And probably with this kind of relative, they always chat a lot, they talk a lot, and you have to be responsive with that. You know, they are elders. You need to be responsive with these kind of things. Can I stay in your house? Too bad. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so then. And then I've been quite productive. Even though I lack of content that I put out this week at all, I've been very productive, okay? Believe me. Believe me when I say that I'm productive, okay? It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks I'm thinking about this. And I think finally I felt like I can, in a way, be very sure of the halfway that I want to go. Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. So I'm quite sure that most of you didn't know about this. Quite sure because it's been a while that I stream. Second, it's been a while that you were in my stream. Anyway, hi, welcome. We are just catching up on the week. What have you done for the week? Yeah. Someone say they are dying from the heat. Then I'm dying from social batteries. Social battery is socializing. Yes. So let me tell you what happened for the past 2 weeks. I in a way thought that it's it's a good thing to have this new concept into my character. So I did talk a little bit behind the scene. I was like, should we do something like this? Should we add this concept to Fuyo? This is kind of out of character, but just bear with me for a bit, alright? Just bear with me. And yes, so for some reason, the idea just kind of stuck with me, and I just can't stop thinking about that. To the point that I was quite adamant that I kind of want to put into Fuyo. And then that's the most stressful part of it, is to how. Okay, think of a new concept is fine, okay? Figure out the whole thing is fine. If it's going to be a whole identity, it's just that. Problem would be, I want to put that in Fuyo. And that was the question of how. Because in a way, I am already established my current persona. Do I even have one? No, I don't, but you know, you kind of get it. What social battery at this point? There's none social battery. What do you mean by that? So, yes. So it became even difficult to add in more. And the question that I was trying to tackle at this 2 week is, how should I do that? And what can I do to make the last possible change in here. Basically, what we have came up with, not what we have came up with, what I have came up with, is to add more details into the current design of the model. And a possible change of name. Hi, that's it. That's the thing that I want to let you know. It won't change a lot, okay? I don't want to change a lot, the whole name itself. Let me rethink my decision to say that. It will not change much. That's one thing that is. Will not change much. Alright? I think. I think I'm in the wrong space. Sorry. Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time. From Fuyo? No, it won't. See, the reason why I kind of want to change my name here is the problem. I don't really see, the name was created based on a law that has nothing to do with this at all. It's nothing to do with my current big backstory at all. I'll be very honest with you. The name of Fuyokawa was given to me when I first joined a group, and they already has an established backstory based on this character, and I just play with that. Now the problem would be, before that we can actually finalize everything, the group was disbanded. And like it or not, at that time, everyone else is kinda in a jumbled, confused situations of what should we do. So changing the name, going for a rebrand is not something that I was looking at, or it's not something that I have the priorities. It's not the priority for me to do that. The problem back then was, should we continue or should we just go with their own way? Now back then, I think most of the members decided to stay. Can't remember, it's been a while. And then since it's probably more or less, hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. Hope you have a wonderful time. And what was that? What was my topic? I can't remember. And since we kind of thought that, okay, it's just going to last a few members here and there, most of the group content is probably not going to be what's that? Be changed. So We just kind of retain the name itself and the law behind it. Do we? Not really. I think a lot of us kind of change a lot of backstory itself. We kind of want to have a very... Oh my god, the weather says it's very humid right now. We highly doubt it, but sure. Basically the whole atmosphere of the group is going to be the same. That was the idea, and then I think at that point everyone was like, let's just stick with this persona right now. Let's just stick with the name itself, since the name is connected here and there. Long story short, some of them decided not to continue with that name, and I for some reason didn't even bother to change that one. This is not something that I been, it's not something that I have the luxury to think about that at that time. So yes. Now, since the group is being quite inactive at this point, I felt like it's a good time for me to think about myself more than the group. So yeah, that was the idea of it. I hope it makes sense for you, but as I was saying, it's been a while that I've been using this name, and to be fair, I was not expecting anyone to watch at all around this time. So at my mind back then, I was like, okay, since no one's going to watch me, it's alright. I'll just decide that later on. I was just going to figure out myself later on. Anime will take some time getting used to. I'll be very responsible and assuring for you that the name change will not have... You probably won't need a lot of time to get used to that. Believe me. I think the most distinctly issue was the design. I want to say design though, but let me think. Is it? Let's just say it will add more depth to the character. More details to the character itself. The person behind this is not something it's not going to change. Believe me. It's just going to add more element to the design. Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time. Alright, so don't worry about the name change. You might want to worry about the element that I'm going to add in, because I may not added that through something. Remember the surprise that I say that I'm trying to do? I was quite busy like last month or so. Hi. I may not decided to run back to my artist and ask them to add something for me. I feel like my rigger is going to hate me for it, because when I asked them if I can do this on the whole new thing that I'm going to do, the surprise itself, I think he wanted to kill me. I think he was like, regret the decisions to work with me. Mm-hmm. I'm doing quite well for today, surprisingly, but yeah. I've been having a good sleep yesterday for a very long time. It's been a while that I have such a nice sleep. And then I decided to celebrate it by eating something spicy. And when I eat something spicy, here's the thing, I get sleepy. So can I say that I'm being very good without being productive? Where I needed to be productive? You did not see anything. You. Okay. So yes, you were not sleepy space. It is. I don't know about it, but this is some. Besides me sleeping after drinking coffee, sometimes you just need to find what makes you awake. Apparently, for some people, spicy was not really spicy makes them awake. I don't know. Then I was like, I don't really like to eat spicy food to begin with, but if I ever eat that, I'll be very sleepy. So do you know what I always like to do sometimes? If I needed sleep, that I'm sure that I needed sleep for tomorrow. I need to be in a very good mood, good energy for tomorrow. I'll have like those spicy noodles. I'll be like, let me have a bowl of spicy noodle and I'll absolutely have a good night's sleep at that. So yes. So the surprise that I'm doing is you have to wait for a bit. Yeah. I want to see the final concept of that one. I want to see the possibility, basically. I want to see if this is something that I really want to do before I decided to change my name. If that makes sense? Does that make any sense for you? Knew it. None there. So, here's a very funny story that I have. Let me try to paint you hope it makes sense. All right, thank you for that. Spicy make it hard to taste other flavor. Well, it depends. If you want to taste that spicy flavor, yeah. Spicy to some of them is a flavor. See, it's a very different thing. And also depends on the spiciness as well. I prefer the spiciness level where they can let me taste other different things inside the dish than a whole other which usually is the less spicy, but anyway, but you know, it works for me. I don't eat that much to begin with. I don't have that tolerance for spicy at all to begin with. So yes, a funny story For me, I just remember when I always chat, I like to add a few Japanese slang terms here and there. It's just a habit at this point, okay? It is what it is. The problem would be because usually I didn't really notice that until this incident happened, actually. So I encountered some students from Japan. Hi, it's been, I think it's a rare sight to be fair, but you know, I encountered some of them. And here's the thing, my mind functions like that. My mind functions like if I want to speak in English, I'll speak in a full English conversation. Now that's fine. Now the problem would be if you started to ask me something in Chinese, I will reply you in Chinese. Now the problem would be when I reply you in Chinese, that little part of Japanese in my mind will come out naturally. It's just kind of blending in that language at that point. And it's fine because people around me, they kind of know that's how I talk, and it's all right. Now, probably when you ask me a question, when I have a conversations with someone in Chinese, and then if you ask, and if someone would have another conversations with me in English, every single language minds will just kind of mesh together at that point. Okay, it's not going to change at all. It's just going to mesh together. Okay, I can't separate that out. Now, problem would be, let's just wait for a bit. Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time. I am so sorry about the actor. They say it was recommended. I don't think that I changed. Hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well as always. I know. I'm so sorry about that. What was the story? Oh, let me continue that. Now, when you have every single language kind of stuck in your mind, that's exactly what happened. So I have a full-on conversations with with people, and then suddenly someone asked me in Chinese. I replied them in Chinese. So when I reply them in Chinese, and then when I want to go back to the conversation, which is in English conversation, my vocabulary, my term, my slang just straight out just at that. It's not even slang at this point. It's just my vocabulary just jumble it up and then throw it out at that point. Now, what happened with that English conversation was I was talking with students from Japan, and suddenly I kind of blurred out some Japanese term because I don't know what it is in the English. My mind was just kind of in a full-on two languages jumble up together kind of situation. And long story short, we just have a laugh at that point because I don't have no idea what it's. Would I have? I was like, I am so sorry if I offended you. Well, right now, good luck with your work. I hope. So more of the story, just don't. Sometimes just don't learn too much language like I am. You never know. You never know when you're going to be. Sounds like a weirdo at that point. Sounds very nerdy. Sounds very weeby at that point. I was trying to have a very professional conversations, by the way. Turns out it's not going to be anyway. It is what it is, alright. It's just a very funny situations that I have. And it's quite fun. It's okay, I'll understand. No, the problem will be if if they like anime at that point, or they are in a way kind of influenced by two-dimensional world by itself, the culture itself, then it's fine. Probably a lot of them, they are not. So at some point, it may sound very offensive. Like, try to imagine someone who doesn't really know how to speak in Chinese just say that 你好. It's weird. Oh, it's not weird. It's just like, why would you do that? The kind of situation, if that makes sense. It's more like, we can speak in English, then it's fine. So yes. Sometimes you might want to think of others' perspective when something like that has happened. Basically, who has English mode and Japanese mode, and switching between them will master your mode. No. My brain has Fuyo modes and gibberish mode. There's no distinctively any separations between these two. So yes, it's not that they will understand. Sometimes it's more like it might felt offensive at this kind of conversation. So yes, I don't think it's nice actually. To be fair, I don't think it's that polite as well. If you think about that. Try to imagine that though. Just try to imagine that. If you're not someone who, if you're someone who's quite strict and someone who doesn't really like their culture being taken lightly, it may not be very offensive to them. So yes. But the good thing is they take it quite lightly, and at the end everything goes well. So that was something that I was quite fortunate enough. They are very, very kind. Because some of them might not be that kind. Some of them just don't really like that. And I'm fine with it because, to be fair, I'll be doing the same sometimes. But without knowing, you will do something like that again. And then what was the conversation again? Sorry, I can't remember. It's alright. Anyway, it's okay. Say yes. Also, no, I did not hear anything. You don't know anything, and it's fine. Hi. This is... Hey, it is what it is. Like I said, my brain is kinda... My brain is kinda jumbled up together. It's alright. It's about people taking a language like the hi. That one. See, it's alright if... It also quite depends on people. Some don't like it, some like it. But if you're going to be in a very professional setting, I don't think it's polite for it. And try to try to imagine this kind of situation when you are in a meeting and the language is going to be used, since everyone is having a different mother tongue or native language. We use English, isn't it? We use English to talk, and some reason and some point at just a middle of meeting, you're blurring out weird native language term. And then some might understand, some might not understand. Some might think that, well, since your native language is not... Let me rephrase these situations. You're blurring out something that's not even in your native language. You don't know about this language at all. You can't read at all. You just heard of them. And suddenly you're using that as part of your vocabulary. Yeah, some might think it's fun. Some might think it's not fun because it's, in a way, they are native language. And how can you you use that? Some are very quite protective on their own language. Let's just say like that. Hi. That's fair, but what if their English is not that good? And it's fine. The whole point of sometimes the whole point of a meeting or a discussion is for you to try to communicate to each other with a common language. It's alright that it's not perfect. It's alright, it's not good. The whole point is you need to find a way to let people understand what you meant, even though it's like very broken English, even though you have no idea what there's a term for it, you don't know what's the term for it. Just say what it meant. The whole point of discussion at some way is a learning phase for everyone. The listener will need to understand or try to understand what you are talking about. The speaker will need to figure out a way. I don't think you can say that, well, I'm not good with this language, so I don't really want to talk. this kind of mindset when you are in working or you are in a meeting, or you prefer to use a translator when doing that. My question is, because these are students, okay, this is not colleague, this is not people who is working, this is not a manager who trying to you know, get their word out in a very clear understanding sentence. This is just a discussion. The whole point of having a discussion and you know, it's just to get to know, and it's just to, you know, learn about them and learn how would you communicate with them without your native language. Where I'm living right now, they are ignorant about English even they learned at school. Sometimes situations can be that. The problem would be in the place that you're living right now, does English requires? At some places, English is not requires at all. You don't really need to be that good in English. You don't really need to. You don't need English to survive. Or your environment doesn't need English at all. See? If you're living in China, tell me in which part you need English. And I'll be very honest with you, none. And if you're living in, just try to imagine that if you're living in a country where the English is not needed, what's the point of it? It's that they value their native language so much they don't consider to at least try communicate with international students. None there. I probably have high rates of English in Shanghai and Shenzhen, right? Yes and no. Now I'm quite sure that all the signs out there and the people who are talking, you know, your regular auntie and uncle who's going to sell you a soy milk is going to use in Chinese more than English. About that international student thing, let me I have something that's I have an experience that's way different than you. Because the university that I went to, they use English. And the problem would be, because it's in English, a lot of international students who is not really good with the English itself prefer to stay in their own bubble. So I think that was a common thing that you can find in a lot of international students. Now, I mentioned as a Chinese city with higher rates of Russian than the higher rates in English. I agree with that, to be fair. But even with that, you don't really see much in a lot of cities. If you really wanted to actually find them, try the north part of it. Like the very north part of it. Even with that, last time that I was there, I don't really see much. I don't know, okay, it's been a while that I've been there at all. It's a very industrial place at some of the city near the border at there. So last time I checked was not that much. No idea. Maybe times have changed. Maybe the environment has changed from there. Yeah, border regions have a lot of bilingual sounds. Exactly. There is a issue sometimes with international students. First of all, sometimes sometimes in some way it felt like it kind of felt like you, well, since the native language is the native language, sometimes you get the point of you get the idea of why would you not learn the language of the country first when you're going to be in that in that country to study. That was one of the common topic when regarding with this issue. I think I don't know, because I'm quite sure it's also an environment issue, and also that will be a culture issue. That's the reason why they prefer not to interact with students that doesn't really know the language itself. Let's just think about it. I don't know. Just a thought. If you want to study in a country where the native language is not English, my question was, have you tried to learn their native language before? And I'm quite sure in some kind of university, they have a lot of events, society, for you to meet with others and blend in with the culture. They absolutely going to have a huge culture shock when you first visiting a country. Something that you are not used to, that something that you'll be like, why none there? It's weird for you to do that, but I respect that. That's your idea of it. So yes, I really don't mind most of the time, because I don't mind learning about you. Doesn't mean my preference, doesn't mean my perspective is the same with others. They might have experience with students who is probably not good. You never know. So yeah, sometimes might need to think more about that. I think. Have you tried this pink lemonade? Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? What is the difference between pink lemonade and the normal lemonade? They use pink lemon. I don't think lemon is pink. I have a question, because I have this. I think it's like a tea powder. It's not a tea powder. They say it's a pink lemonade infused. And for some reason, I don't know what happened. It's just a powder sugar, a powdered tea blend thing that you put in water and it just kind of dissolve, that kind of thing. it is like pink lemonade flavored. I tried it out, like it. But no, I have no idea why it's a pink. Is it because they add a tea base that there is a pink lemonade? You didn't know, is it? I didn't know that until now. That is a pink lemonade. I don't know why. Is it because they use tea base instead of a water base? That's what makes it a bit pinkish than the normal lemonade. But isn't that just lemon tea at that point? Uh, I don't know. Because it tastes almost the same. It tastes sweeter, but because it's a powder form, I'm assuming there's some sugar in it. So my version of pink lemonade is probably not genuine, not real by itself. I have a question: is what is that? I got very, very curious on that. It tastes quite the same as normal lemonade, apparently. Well, from my limited idea of that beverage itself. The rest, I have no idea at all. Maybe we have a different version of pink lemonade and lemonade. Maybe your lemonade is way more sour than pink one. Do I have just one question? How do you make lemonade pink without tea? I don't think there's any artificial thing happening with pink lemonade. Coloring maybe. Or they add a different, instead of plain water, they add a pinkish drink. Yeah, but not, yeah. Let me check. Google is a very good thing. Let me see. Oh my dear Google, it's been a while. How are you doing? Coloring maybe? Maybe. Difference between lemonade and pink lemonade. See, someone asked this. Maybe they add more red fruit to react with the added fruit, maybe. Pink lemonade is created by adding additional fruit juice flavors of according to the recipe. Oh. Most store-bought pink lemonade is simply colored with concentrated grape juice or dye. I see. So it's sweeter compared to lemonade. Since they're going to add, if you're going to add a more genuine, non-chemical, artificial stuff, and that is just adding a fruit juice. They use syrups, cranberry or grapefruit juice. Fruit puree is one of the way to get a pink color. The first pink lemonade was born in the same place where regular lemonade gained popularity in United States. At the circus, and two men were often credited. Oh. Makes sense though. Cinnamon candies? Nande? So you add in one syrup, basically. So basically you can add anything just to get it a pink color. There's no actual recipe on what the pink lemonade should be. It's just how would you get the visual color of a pink lemonade. I see. Then what's the point? I don't understand that. I wonder if pink lemonade you can do with. Can we get a blue lemonade? I think it's possible, no? Isn't that there's a flower that you put it in a sour liquid, it turns to a purple color? Blue pea flower, that one. That one was nice. You don't really have any, what was that called? There's basically no flavor to that flower particularly. You just add a little very magical tone to that drink. I personally really like that. If I have one, I don't. So yes. Blue lemonade access here also. Sugary though. How do you why would it be sugar? It's just first of all, I don't think blue is a natural color in food at all. So how and why? Oh, it's alright. It's okay. Don't question that. Oh, so basically you can do anything. Blue lemonade, then green, then purple lemonade. I think if you add blue pea flower to that, it will turn to a purple instead of blue. Because it reacts to acid actually. Acid? Is it? Yes, because lemon have some. So yes, they put in, it just turned to a very purple-ish color lemonade. Purple lemonade too. Can we do a green lemonade? How would you do a green lemonade though? You add hill juice to it. The healthy versions of lemonade. You got the green and oh man, green and the green vegetable flavored and the flavored of lemon. That's the one. You add a purple cabbage juice, or that works like a litmus paper and change color. Maybe. But purple cabbage juice kind of tastes very weird though. I don't think it works well with lemon. If you want to sell it out, you have to be edible. And in a way, humans able to drink not just visually but for their own stomach as well. So yeah. Or what is I don't know. What is something that's mm, 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 green apple juice. Nah, it's just it's not green at all actually if you think about that. Never mind. Avocado with lemon. Does it work? Probably you can't actually drink that. It's too thick. It's very thick and creamy. Doesn't sound like lemonade at all. Lemonade should be very refreshing and very light. Yes, that was the word. So wait, do you even have a green? Sorry, let me be muted for a bit. I'm so sorry about that. Hi. Muted. I'm back good. Right. What was that? Oh yeah. Also updating someone with something. So yes. So that was the reason that I was needed to mute a bit. Quite tired though. I feel like that took a little bit more of my already dead social battery. So I might not able to stream a lot for today at all. I'm not sure about the plan tomorrow. I will stream again tomorrow. When I don't know, but I will stream. Someone sounds sleepy. To be fair, I'm not when I start the stream. I have so much thing that I want to talk. Then the minute that you kind of be here, then I just forgot about everything. It's alright. I'll remember that one day. While I was gone for the whole week, I was not actually even be that active on Twitter as well. I just opened that, and a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened at there. We have a lot of questions. I don't know. To be fair, I don't know the context about it. I can't say anything about that. But anyway, by the way, I finished the main story of Infinity Nikki. Remember, I don't think you were there, but remember there's one time that I said that I saw some reviews on the current main story about the game. It's quite... A lot of them are nice, it's alright. It's just some were saying that the lack of content in the main story. I'll be very honest with you. The story felt like kinda, in a way, repetitive. In a way. It felt like it's not something that should come up with the main story. It felt like it's just another filler season update that you can get on any other month, if that makes sense. Yet you put that story plot in your main story. I think that's a lot of people were having problem with that. Second of all, from the review that I saw, the comment that I saw was it became a huge photo prop for Nikki. It's just there's nothing more you can do in the region, in the map. Since you might not know, there's those, you can take a lot of very wonderful photos in Nikki itself, and it's very fun to have sometimes if you're someone who really likes to do that. I personally don't at all. I don't like that function that much. I'm so sorry. But yes. I can't say much about this particularly because I like a lot of the I like the map a lot. But this is something that I say before, even before this actually. I say that a lot of filler update or filler aside quests, a lot of them are just very sorry, let me rephrase. The map that was unlocked for the season, it felt like the story is not something that's the priority. It felt like the scenic view is the priority. It felt like is something that is a place that you can take a good picture of it. And for someone like me who really likes to play the game just because it's a game that I like, it felt like I was in a way being left out. It felt like you don't really want to put a lot of effort in the story itself. So yes, it was a lot. That was the opinion I have a few updates before this one. Not this one, the season ended actually. And you don't really have to say to that because it's not a main story. It is what it is. It's a dress-up game. You are going to prioritize a lot of very, futuristic ways in the map. So yes, about this main quest itself, since I can't stream yesterday, I was going to stream the game yesterday actually. My thoughts on that. The story was fine. In a way, I think the story felt incomplete. The chapter felt very incomplete actually. But it's the main story. It shouldn't be complete to begin with. So yes, I have nothing to do. You can't say anything about that. Can't say anything about it as well. So what was the other one that I have problem with? Yeah, because I don't really have the time to finish any single side quest at all. It's alright. I just finished the main quest. The only thing that I can say is the main quest itself. To be fair, the main quest looks fine. It's just fine. It's not something. I have a very huge hope when they release the main story. Not the main story. When they reveal that they're going to unlock this part of the map, because I really like the name of it. It's Boneyard. Try to imagine that. And then you met it exactly with a boneyard. Yeah. The story was fine, the aesthetic was fine, everything was just fine. It's not something, I don't know, it felt like it was alright. It felt like it was something that is not supposed to be in main story. You were introduced with a new character. We were introduced with tons of new character. A lot of handsome one to begin with. So yes. So I was quite happy with that. Ooh, I was very happy with that. But at the same time, the story plot itself is something that I have an issue with. There's no much thing going on with that at all. I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed. I would say that I'm still going to play the game because I like the game. I would probably say that it's alright. So yes. To be honest, I don't think the hype was that much for this update at all. Because even with the banner itself, for the season was not exciting at all. It was absolutely not. The other one, the dragon one, it was underwhelming. It is. And then the other one, the one that looked like petal, that one, the pink one, oh, it was alright. I'll be very honest with you, I was quite disappointed with the banner itself, but hey, who am I going to say? I think I'm not the main consumer of that. They are not going to cater around me, so I'm not the main, I'm not VIP for that banner, for those. Dude, it's broke. Okay, I have to save up a lot. I spend a lot on those banners. It's alright. So yes, that's my thoughts on it. I said I wanted to stream it. I can't. I'm so sorry about that. Kind of miss a gaming stream this week. If you don't mind. If you just ignore the box bakery thing. But the bakery where you become a box. No, the owner is a box. I'm the owner. That one. Anyway. Oh. I've been thinking about something. I bought something. I bought cuticle oil for my nails. I couldn't find that. I don't know where I put that 2 little stick. Because I wanted to have it on the go. And I couldn't find it. Bought it like last month. Still couldn't find it. Hi. Okay, I think I'm gonna stream around 2 hours. Then I'm out for today. Just probably an hour more. Not an hour, half an hour more. Yeah, exactly. Then I'm out. I cannot not physically, I cannot mentally go on. I have a lot of things that I want to do. I want to finalize the new concept today, and then I want to focus on other stuff. I don't know if you're going to like it or not, because I did exactly what I should not do with it, which is act recklessly. But I felt like you might like it or not. If you don't blame me. You might want to you know Get out from here. So yes, so that was one thing that I wanted to do for today, yet I did not complete it. It's not my fault. I want to get rid of this shit, this whole thing. So oh, here's another thing that I want to let you know. Not let you know. For the next few months, if you see me changing my name, please just pretend that nothing happened. If you see that it's not going, I don't think that I will change the whole name currently. Why am I joking? Of course not. I will absolutely change it. Let's just give it a surprise for now, because I'll be very honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm going to like to see if the whole thing is something that I want to see in myself. For now. Oh. By the way, do you have like home remedies for neck pain? Like you know, when you kind of when you're kind of getting old, your neck just kind of sore here and there. Sometimes, what would you do for that? Do you have any remedies for it? Possible solution for that? No? Because I think I kind of need that. Being old? Not. I am old. I never deny the fact that I'm not. So it is what it is. I just want to know if you have any solution for that. Oh. Multivitamins, not sure if that's going to work with me. I'm not human. Your vitamins doesn't really works for me. It's okay, I'll figure it out one day. Actually, put warm water in a bag and rub it. Ooh. That's a very wonderful ideas on that. Why would you do that though? Oh. Oh, because of the sorry. Yeah, makes sense. This makes sense. What about in the case that it often occur? Do you have any solutions on that? My doctor advised me to do more exercise. I don't think that I listened to their advice at all. Should have done that Fuyo should have done it. Yeah, that as well. And decided not to do that. Decided not to go with that. I heard that there's like, those an exercise that might help with that, with the neck pain, but mm, do you know that there's those options where you just have to lay on the bed and do all those small little exercise. I tried it once. Do you know what happened? I fell asleep. So I don't think that works for me. If you are wondering how can I fall asleep, you need to count you need to count for like you need to count for like 30 seconds, isn't it? Like sleep in water? No, sleep on the bed. There's like poses for you to do while laying, and that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I did, and I fell asleep. Because you need to count. You have to count like 30 seconds. You need to count like a minute. Just count for like 30 seconds. And then I kind of lost in 20. And then what? There's no what. There's no then. I just fell asleep at that. It was nice though. But it didn't work. Because I fell asleep on that pose. Can you imagine all the soaring the next day? Just think about that. Use your hands to push your head as far as possible in all directions. I can't remember what was the pose is. It's been a while. But something along the line like that. And for someone like me, I just sleep on it. Okay. What can we let me see. What can we talk? I like the fact that when I'm on streaming, there will be a lot of message at the same time. I have no idea. Is this like a jinx at this point? Alright. Alright. I think I'll go for now, but it's getting very tired. Don't worry about that. You can practice that when sitting or standing. I prefer laying on it. I listen up. And don't. Okay, it's not. It's not. Oh. Ikai. Ua. 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 Sorry. I'm just scrolling through Twitter. I'm trying to find like something. You gave me the options of standing, sitting, or laying. I'm choosing the last one. It's alright. Can't say that. Oh, now mine. Ooh, this is a very cute model. Huh. Alright. Can't find anything. Can't find anything fun. Oh. Da 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 da. Yeah. Let me rethink my decisions to say that for you. I don't think it's a good decision. Hold on. Oh, sorry, just too many things going on together. Eh? Give me a minute. Okay, can't find anything fun. Never mind. Just too many things going on right now. My mind is in a blur. It's not in a blur. It's been a blur for quite a bit. From the start of today. I've been sleeping too much. Do you know that if you sleep too much, you can get a bit sleepy again? So I sometimes tend to not sleep a lot. Because you have a lot of things going on in your life. You don't really want to you know, sleeping can be a bit time consuming. And for someone who really likes to sleep, this is not good for them when you try to be productive. So I restrained my sleeping time if I needed to. Just remember why I said I don't really get a good stress at all? Yep, I don't. I don't at all. What is good sleep? You don't get that. Oh, that's a lot of adoptables. I found one that I really like, by the way. Not the really like, the one that I kinda in a way. Who am I joking? No, it's not. But you know, one that I really love to see. Then I realized one thing, I probably won't going to use that at all. So yes. Zanan. I have a question though. Not question, sounds like virtual couch shop on Steam. No, it's not. Believe me. I have a one question though. I sometimes look at it why a lot of people have problem with commissioning an artist on VGen itself. Sometimes you get the options of they were adding what was that? They were adding a additional fee due to the cut from the platform, basically. My question was, it's not how the artist is going to put it out. It's like, who is going to pay for it? Like, are you going? Is that client is going to pay for that platform fee, or is the seller is going to pay for the platform fee? I think that was one thing that there's a lot of arguments at the conversations with that issue. I don't think it's a recent thing. I think it's quite a bit. I saw that one time, and then I got very, very curious on why this can be a arguments by itself. Because usually with platform fee, you just include that into your product, into your service, basically. I'm not sure why sometimes an artist wanted to get it out to specifically say that this is what the fee that you're going to pay. I don't think it's a very good way to talk about that. I think that artists can adjust who pays that fee. I don't know, okay, because in my personal experience, if it's going to a platform fee, is it something that's is it something like that? Usually the artists going to add it in their commission fee. It's just do that. They just do that. There's a reason why a lot of what was that? A lot of artists has different price on the same item on different platform. So yes, when someone asks you with that, you can absolutely tell them this because you have additional fee to be on the platform. That's how you get exposed for that. You are paying for the exposure you can get on the platform. That's the reason why you pay it. That's the reason why I put it at. So yes, if you don't want to have that, you can commission me with another in a different ways method as well. You don't really need to go through that platform, but since in some client, they might want to have a secure method and the platform able to provide that. So at this point, isn't it better for you to pay for that additional fee to secure your commission? See, I got really confused on that. Maybe they do that to make the price seem lower. Oh yeah, it makes sense. It can be. It can be. But yeah, that's something that I found it quite interesting because in my culture, we just add it in. We are that trusting. We are like, yep, I know you probably is going. I know that's a platform fee and I'm paying for that because I don't trust you and I try to trust the platform more. I willingly give it in to secure that you do your job and I pay you. And in some cases, when you are second time trying to commission them for the same thing, they will ask you if you want to have a different method to commission without going through the platform. So if at that point you are trusting that artist, you might go for it. At the end of the day, the point with platform fee, none of the artists did not get this money. The platform is the one who's getting this money. And then if the clients want something that's is a method for you to secure your commission, to secure that the service you're going to get from it is able to, have some security over it. I think it's makes sense, logical for you to pay for it. I also understand why artists at some point want to be detailed on their transactions, on their commissions. They be like, hey, this is an additional fee for this. Which I don't really understand, but yeah, sure. For me, as long as they are upfront and clear about the fee, I'm fine with it. For me, here's the thing. I prefer to find platforms that doesn't require an platform fee. Like the amount that I'm going to pay is the amount that the artist is going to get. That's exactly what I would do. There's no those transaction fee, additional fee that's needed just because I'm using that platform. So that's so I like to get my commissions through Bilibili. That's my favorite marketplace, by the way. Because they don't really charge for it. From what I know from the artists that I commissioned at that, they did specifically told me that there's no additional fee for it. The amount that I paid is the amount that they would get. Now that's minus out the transaction fee, the additional fee that you need to pay, because it's, you are going through that. There would be some transaction fee here and there. So yes, and from what I know, platforms like Vision or Mihuashi, those requires platform fee for the exposure, that they will push your commission out. That was what they decided to sign up with. That helps a lot with a lot of artists and riggers at that. So yes, that's the reason why they want to be on there. They will specifically tell clients that yes, you are paying like a percentage of the more of the commission price that I listed out, because there is a platform fee. So with this kind of platform, from what I know from some of platform, they will specifically say that, so your commissions, let's say, is $100, and let's just say that's like 10% of platform fee at that. Now, at the end of your transaction, they will specifically detail out, if that makes sense. They will be like, yes, you buy this $100 of commissions from the artist, then you are going to pay for the extra fee. In some cases, not all, but yes. If you pay a little extra to get a guaranteed benefit, if that fee is okay, because platform also needs operating costs. Yeah, exactly. So I don't get it why there's a commotion of it. I thought it was what it is. It was normal for that. But since you might have different very different ways of dealing with this kind of platform, and your culture is a bit different. I don't know. We can't say the same. I can guarantee you, because So yeah, so for some of the artists I know of, some of the artists that I worked before for the second time, most of them didn't really wanted to go through the platforms that require additional fee. They personally like to commission through platform that doesn't require that. It's the same at the end, I think. It's just how you're going to pay for it. It's just what kind of platform you prefer, and how trusting you are with the commission itself. So yeah. So that was my thought on it. I don't know about you. We probably have different opinions on that. I don't know. I personally don't know. I don't really care. If the artist tell me that there is a fee that you need to pay if you want to use the platform, I'm fine with it. It's alright. I'll be fine with it. So I don't mind. I don't understand why a client would want to be angry when a artist put out saying that, oh, that's a additional fee you need to pay if you're going to go through this platform. I thought you want to be clear. I thought you want to be transparent. No, at this point? Like, why? I'm very confused with that. You want transparency from the artist. You want them to work with you as a full transparent as possible. And when they tell you that, yes, you need to pay more just because it's just a fee for us. It's a security for both of us now. And for some reason, you decided to screenshot it out and, you know, talk bad about it. I can't understand that part. I also can't understand where you are. Wait, there's another thing about this as well. What was that again? Can't remember. There's another thing. I don't understand either. Yeah, I don't understand as well. Oh, there's also another thing about the commission usage of the art or the whatever you want to call it. That one. Sometimes an artist didn't, I understand that, but I also don't understand as well sometimes. I understand why artists sometimes see I here's the thing. I understand where the commission usage will be double up. It's fine. It makes sense, okay? I don't understand where I don't understand where sometimes not the license. Which license? Oh no, not about the license. The license is alright. The license is fine. I sometimes don't understand where you specifically say that some art is not for monetary usage. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense at this point, isn't it? But if the client clarified that it's because of it's the purpose of the art is to use it as a profile picture, it will be a monetary usage just because you are a VTuber. But here's the thing. I don't think you would generate any profit when you're using that art as your profile picture. Just a thought. Yeah, I don't know. I usually just straight out go for a commercial usage because it's just easier. That's the reason why I say art is very pricey for me. I just get everything on commercial. Just get everything on there, and then you really don't need to think much about it. Can you think about it? Have you thought about it? I get it, but also I don't really get it. I respect some artists' decisions, but sometimes I You have a problem understanding that part as well. Wow. Ooh. I don't know. Because I've been trying to find something, not something. I'm trying to find a certain art style here and there, and then they are having this. I have something. I have this. I have an issue with some of the terms of service. Not issues. Like I have a question for their service sometimes. And I decided to, you know what, it's alright. I'm just going to stick to those that I understand fully. Because the problem with if you don't understand that term of service and something happened and the blame is on me. Because if you should have understand all of them before you commission the artist. It's not the artist's problem at this point. I don't think you can blame them at all. It's like if you're playing a game, there are terms and conditions before getting the game, and suddenly you say that, wait, this is not something that I like. This is not a game that I envisioned, and you blame on the game when the game itself has been telling you everything. So yes, you'll be like, okay, this is not something that I envisioned. I can't do anything. Depending on each country laws, using outlander in many places consider advertising for a brand. Yeah, that's why I say that I understand both, but it's just weird. See, here's the thing. If you don't understand the artist's perspective, you don't agree with their terms, just don't commission them. Instead of saying something, instead of going out telling others that, wait, this artist is not good, this artist is like have a very weird, this specific artist is not have a weird term of service, just don't. You never know the experience that the artist has, like what kind of client they have. The whole point of term of service is, yes, an experience for them to safeguard themselves. And I don't think it's fair for anyone to have a right to say that what the term of service is not something that is not normal. Define normal. When you are in a space where nothing is normal. So yes, it's a bit confusing. Like you understand that, you respect that, and then you move on. If you don't really you don't really accept it. I think that's very easy. I think that's just how it works. I don't know. Just a thought. If you have 3 offers of a work of an employment, you choose the one where the employment contract is suited you the most. This is a contract between 2 people and both agree, so anything is possible as long as it doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. The term is something is a contract. You have to fully understand that. If you don't agree with that, just don't continue with this. That's, I don't know. I thought I just a thought. Maybe you just want to find a different options. I think that's a very good options. No, okay. Instead of posting it about this author's term was kind of sucks, why would you want to do that? My question is why? You don't have to. This is very rude. And it's very disrespectful. No idea. I mean, it's also can be creating drama to become famous. Why would you want to do that though? You never know what artists experience with this industry. Just like you refine your rules, your stream rules, due to some experience that you have. Bad experience most of the time. If you want to add in more rules, you usually have a experience with, well, I should have been setting a more stricter rules in my stream. If you have that idea, if you have that experience, why didn't you put it in an artist's perspective as well? Just a thought. I don't think it's fair. And I don't think it's right. Oh, I finished my tea. Just move on. It's just I thought it's common sense. I thought it's a very common sense, no? Think of not even needed to have any experience. Just think of like, if you're going to, if you know, if you're in a relationship and then your current partner is someone who, you know, not the one that you're looking for. Not sure what kind of person you're looking for, but not the one. And wouldn't your first decision is to leave, you know, break up and leave? No? You stick together? The question is, why will you stick? You know what? It's alright, okay? It's your choice, but I don't know. My first instinct is to leave. It's not the one that I'm looking for, then what's the point? No? Are we not going to that sensible, logical way? I don't know, humans can be a bit weird. The same thing as here. If it's something that you want, if you know that, you know, they are not the one and you don't want to respect their boundaries, you try to change their boundaries, what, I don't see the point of it. And they don't want to change their boundary. See? Thought that was a very logical sense. That's a logical solutions for every single situations. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about it? Have you just think about it. Humans kind of works. A human kind of solve problem in the same way. If it's not the one, you get out from it. If it's not, if you did not agree with the rules, you get out from it. That's the solution that you are known to. Love is blind? Nah. The problem is, you know that it's not the one. Then why would you stay for that? That's one thing that I don't understand. don't even think of changing someone. Alright, because someone is not something that you can change. There's a thing called someone, there's a thing called something. You can change something, but not someone. I think. Because I know someone who's been in a relationship for quite a bit. They broke up last year, can't remember. Is it last year? Last year. And they have these conversations with me before, saying that they are not sure if this is the one. And I think I gave the answer of, well, if you don't know if this is the one, why didn't you... I think the conversations went from, well, since it's not the one, do you want to change that your partner become the one itself? Or you don't care? Then I think the second question that I asked is, if it's not the... if you are hesitant on it, why are you together to begin with? I don't know, because I personally don't. While I live, sometimes have a husband and wife fight and run around, come back to live together as usual. I like that though. Kind of. Hi, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by today. We're not talking about relationship right now. Husband, that's kind of fun. I think mine is just I don't know, because I think a lot of people, a lot of friends around my social circle, think I think they want to find that person that is, the one they think they can live together for a very long time. Got a great track record of that. And I don't know, because I felt quite bad for this friend. When even before the huge arguments that prompt to the breakup, I have a hunch, I have a gut feeling that the partner was not someone I felt like it suited my friend the most, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I didn't tell my friend, because I don't know, it's not it's not something good if you're going to say that. But yes, I absolutely... then I kind of felt bad about it, because maybe a thought, if I have a conversation before this, would the situation be less than what was that? Anyway, it's been quite some time. That dude kind of healed, it's alright. But yes, but the conversation will always be like, is this the one that I see myself in? then I always have that questions of how do you see yourself in future? Like, what would you imagine yourself being in future with him? With that dude? And she's like, that's the reason why I'm not sure why. That's the reason why I don't know is if is that dude is the one. And I was like, I don't understand. I think your future should put yourself to be the first priority first before anything. No? Me? Oh, okay. Only me? I don't know. I can't imagine the future with someone who was consistently going to tell me that my life is not a life. Just saying. So yeah, that's exactly the partner that that my friend had. Dude, I have no idea. Anyway, I don't know how blind that dude is. I don't know how blind my friend can be, but let me tell you, but I also don't believe that a lot of relationship, a lot of relationship, nah. A lot of relationship there's where someone is someone is blind because of love. So like at some point the charms of it has gone off, okay? And you were going to face the reality. And that's where you kind of be like, wait, is this someone I'm going to spend for my whole life? If is this the one, you will hesitate of it. When you hesitate of it, that's that's where I kind of question you. I'll be like, if you hesitate, just don't go on. I'm just joking. It's not uncommon for logic to be thrown out of the window. I don't know. I also think it depends on person. If the person is someone who's very logical, yeah, I don't mind. I don't see that. Sorry, it's not related, but a coffee donation I made a month ago didn't get cancelled. My credit card company didn't like the payment, so I want to make sure. For that, I think it's cancelled. It's alright, I refunded it. I got curious on it. I was like, what happened? And then I refunded that. Didn't ask. It's alright, don't worry about it. See, when I said I really need money, I don't. I still refund. I still have the ability to refund. That's something that that's good. I don't know, okay? Relationship is complicated. Love relationship is even complicated. Do you know what is the most complicated part? Family. Imagine, I don't know how can someone just think about it. Just think about it. How can someone turn from love to a family relationship? I don't understand that. I think love should be love. No. Family is a different thing. Then when the family became huge, there's a lot of things that you need to think about that. Just a thought. Alright. I think it's quite late for me, and I want to end my stream already before I say something more random and confusing and you don't really understand the topic. Welcome to Fuyo stream 101 when you don't really understand what she's talking about. So yes. It's been a while I have this late stream actually. I kind of miss that a lot. I really miss doing this. But I can't stay this late. Sometimes I have... If I'm going to stay this up late, I will not able to function tomorrow. So... Zanan! Absolutely! Absolutely zanan deshita. I think it's a good time to end stream for today. Right. Have a good rest. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hi, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time and I hope you have a wonderful day. If it's very late for you, please get some rest. And if it's very if it's day for you, please get wait, what? If it's day for you, please get something. Please have a wonderful day. Alright. Hi. Thank you for the stream. Sorry I missed most of it. No, you did not miss anything. I was just blubbing. It's alright. I was saying nonsense at all. There's no main topic about this stream at all, so don't worry about that. You did not miss anything from me. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope your stream mom is favorite. Well, you might going to expect more on random days. I do. What was my it's been a while that I end a stream. Can't remember. Hi, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please, as always, take care of yourself. And I see you when you decided to drop by my stream again. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.